Mindset of something for nothing. Didn't you hear me say that, Jesse?
So why don't you renew your mind? What's wrong with you? You can't renew your mind.
Man, when you are enslaved,
are you enslaved?
When you are conditioned, you ain't thinking about no renewing your mind, man.
Are you
when you getting what you want?
Are you enslaved,
Excuse me?
Are you enslaved?
No, sir. That's why I'm independent.
And
that's
so, how did you become independent?
Because I went out and created my own, Jesse.
So why don't you teach the other blacks to do that?
Well, I can't teach them if it ain't successful.
I got to ask you this real fast because of time. I noticed that when women are allowed to work in men jobs, doing manly stuff, the first thing they want to do is organize and corrupt the business by bringing other women into it. It's like they want to go around the world and say, oh, come on, be this and be that. They want to corrupt that manly business by bringing in other women, whereas men tend not to do that. If they got a great job, they may tell a friend, they may tell a brother or something, hey, this is a great job, they have an opening. But women go out and organize other women to bring them in to corrupt the business. Why is that?
I don't think I'd use the word corrupt. There was a McKinsey study done a few years ago where they said diverse teams actually lead to greater profits. So if a business actually wants to be as profitable as they can be, they need diverse teams. And that diversity comes from individuals with different backgrounds. It could be gender. It could be what language they speak. Ultimately, for me, it all comes down to the skill set. And there will be more traditionally masculine skills that men may have, and there may be more traditionally feminine skills, like, you know, being able to listen, reading the room, reading what's going on with people.
A man ain't got time to sit around and be listening at work.
And that's why, again, that's why we're stronger together, because men can do the skills and the tasks that they are more suited to, and women can do the ones that they're more suited to. And then together, that's a really great company because you're tapping into everybody's strengths.
If that's true, why are things getting worse in these companies as opposed to when they were just men doing it for the most part? The workplace was amazing. You got things done. Services were excellent. The quality of the car or whatever they were building was amazing. Why did services get worse when they brought all these ideas into it as opposed to when it was just men? It was getting better, it was getting better until they started bringing in all these other not so nice ideas.
It reminds me of that Baz Luhrmann song, the Sunscreen one, where they said, you know, as you get older, you look to the past and it was always better in the past. They said, you know, it talks about prices were reasonable and politicians were honest and all that.
But that's true.
And I think that happens as we all get older. I remember when I used to go to the cinema when I was younger, it used to be a whole lot cheaper than it is now. And it is crazy. So I wonder if everybody always looks to the past and go, it was always better then.
Let me ask you this then, if that's not true. When you were growing up, were people shooting and killing one another in the movie theater?
No.
When you were growing up, it was cheaper to go to a movie. You were able to get a nice movie, popcorn, a pop, and a box of peanuts, right?
Yep, definitely.
So wasn't that better?
It was.
And when you were growing up, so nowadays it's not like that. Which would you prefer, nowadays or the way it was when things were good?
Yeah. I mean, hey, like I said, if I went to go to the movie theater, I would love to go back in time and have those prices.
Absolutely.
I wonder if the kids of today in, 20, 30 years time, they will look back and say, oh, I wish it was like it was in 2023.
They probably
will.
No
idea. Maybe they will.
They will, because things are only going to get worse the way it's going. So, yeah, they'd be like, wow, I thought it was bad back in those days, but it's even worse today.
I mean, when you come into it, if this is all you've known, you don't know any better.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I try to tell people about the good. Why do you live in a white country rather than your own country? You living in
It's not a
London
white
there.
country.
Why do you live in a white country? I'm sorry?
It's not a white country, but I'm staying here for work reasons at the moment, or not only just work reasons, but I'm also here because I want to tell people about Islam. And if I stay in a Muslim country, they're already Muslim, so there's no point of me telling them about Islam, right? So I have to be in a place where people are not Muslim, right? So if I'm in the UK, there is a lot of people who are from different religions, different faiths, where I can have dialogue, because this is what I do, right? Interfaith religious discourse and all of that. So I engage with different people. So here there's a diversity of people, Jewish, Hindu, Christian, and all of that. And I engage with them. And I would not be able to do that in a Muslim country. Therefore, I'm here for that reason.
And so Christian,
some Muslim countries, perhaps you can. Yeah.
Could a Christian move to a Muslim country and freely and openly convert the people from Islam to Muslim? I mean, to Christian?
Well, it depends. It depends on the country, but ideally under Islamic law, no, you're not allowed to, because Christianity is false while Islam is the truth.
And so
just because you guys are liberal, wait, I'll answer you. Just because you guys are liberals, following liberalism, and you believe that anyone can do whatever they want to do, that does not mean that we're also liberal, all right? We don't allow harmful ideologies for our children. We don't allow rainbow flags in our country.
Amazing.
You'll put a black man down before you will a white man, Jesse.
But I'm telling them how to overcome it. How is that putting them down?
You telling them how to? No, you telling them how to overcome it?
Yes.
By degrading them?
How is that degrading them? Telling them to start thinking for themselves, doing for themselves, and be responsible for self. How is that degrading?
Well, how you know they're not responsible for self, Jesse?
How is that degraded, Don? You didn't answer that.
But I'm saying you're assuming they're not responsible for self.
Don, how is that degrading?
Because the tone and the way you deliver it, Jesse.
The tone? What do you mean?
And the way see, man, you're the type of brother that will throw a rock and hide your hand in a minute.
Don, do you believe?
Because that works for you, Jesse.
Don, do you believe racism exists?
Absolutely.
And why do you believe that?
Because I see it every day.
You see it. And what does it look like?
I see it every day.
What does it look like?
It looks ugly.
What does it look like?
It looks like it won't give you a chance. It looks like it won't support you. Look like it won't uplift you. Look like it won't encourage you. Look like it will put stumbling blocks in your way to prevent you, Jesse. That's what it looks like.
So you need someone to support you?
Do I need somebody to support me?
Yes.
If that was the case, why would I be sitting in this hotel?
You need the white.
If I'm not trying to get it on my own.
You need the white man to support you?
No, sir.
Do you
That's
believe?
why I'm out here. Hey, Jesse, not only have I created the True Conductor brand, I have my DC Black Tours, I've created a hop-on, hop-off shuttle, and I've shown you my dinnerware line that I've created, Jesse.
Don, do you believe in white supremacy?
Absolutely.
And why do you believe that the white man is superior to you?
Wait a minute. See, that's two different questions you just
No,
said.
that's the same question.
Me, do I believe in white supremacy?
Right.
Yes.
And so why do you believe the white man is superior to you?
I don't believe he's superior. I think he done set a system up to make himself superior. And that's why they got people like yourself that's out on the front line fighting for white history. What is it about white history you can teach that ain't already been taught?
I don't want Americans to forget my country, the history, the real history of my country, in that this country was founded and created by white men. And with the help of God, they created the greatest country on this side of heaven. And then now you have the radicals, the blacks and some Mexicans, going around destroying true history and replacing it with junk. And so if that is allowed, then the generations to come, they want to appreciate real history and give back to the country and make it better. Do you agree with me that July just feels white?
No, sir.
Doesn't July feel white?
I mean, it's been white to you, but July 4th celebration, man, we still enslaved, brother.
And why y'all enslaved?
Enslaved, Jesse.
Why y'all enslaved?
We will always be enslaved, Jesse.
Amazing. And so the white
because
man,
of the mindset.
the white man going to always keep y'all enslaved?
You don't think so?
No, I'm asking you. I'm not enslaved.
Absolutely.
And so do you believe if you stop believing that the white man is superior to you, that you will overcome being enslaved?
I never said, see, you said the white man was superior to me. I ain't never said, Jesse.
Anyone that
My
believes
is
that
bigger
white
than the
people...
average white man, Jesse.
I'm sorry?
Okay? My is bigger than the average white man.
Don,
So he ain't superior.
Don, keep it clean.
Okay?
Keep it clean. Kids watch this show.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. But
Yeah, keep your little private thing to yourself, man. What
since you want to talk about superior, no, he ain't superior, Jesse.
Then why you call him supremacy then? Supremacy means superior.
No, supremacy means control, Jesse.
Don.
White supremacy is control, Jesse. It's a mindset, Jesse.
Right, you believe that the white man's superior to you so he can control you, and that's why you complain about it.
Man, see, at one time, it was against the law.
Don, that's not today. That's not now. Live in the now, not in the past.
Jesse?
Don, let's do this.
Did you know that, Jesse?
Let's do this because of time.
If you don't know your past, man, how you going to know where you're going?
That's not my past.
Really?
Really.
And you out of Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
He black. He black.